I'm here in Singapore and joining me is Wee Boon from Schmidt Electronics, and we are taking a close look at the changes logistics organisations are being faced with as a result of the rise of e-commerce. Thanks for joining me, Wee Boon.
Thanks, Andrew.
Now, our first question is, the rise of e-commerce is forcing logistics organisations to adapt to a new need. What are some of those changes?
Well, I think the main challenge that most logistics organizations are facing has to do with the demand surges that e-commerce brings. Traditionally, logistics companies are used to seasonal but predictable peaks. With the onset of online commerce, this has brought about various ad hoc promotions, as well as, of course, everyone's familiar with Black Friday, the Double 11s, and these surges bring about a need for additional manpower within the logistics organizations to fulfill the increase in demand. So in an industry that traditionally relies on trained workforce, many companies are finding it very challenging to onboard new or part-time staff to overcome these demand surges. Apart from that, I suppose with online commerce, the paradigm is shifting from master carton pallet handling into piece handling. And this brings about an increase in the time needed for various processes to complete. And this in turn brings about a slight productivity drop within the various processes themselves. On top of that, with innovation in the new B2C technologies, companies have to now cope with tighter coupling with online technologies, as well as more personalized handling in terms of order tracking and return management directly with the consumers.
How is technology assisting logistics organisations adapt to this new era of e-commerce?
Well, I think as a mainstay, automation and robotics are the go-to elements that most companies are looking into to help overcome their labor surges. However, there are many aspects within the supply chain that still requires extensive human intervention as such. We need solutions that are easy to use, easy to train, and easy to onboard, so as to be able to fulfill the need for temporary or new workers within to overcome the surges in e-commerce.
What role is mobility playing?
Well, mobility is playing a very important role in today's supply chain. It offers opportunity for workers to increase their productivity, and most importantly, it is easy to learn and easy to use.
How important is it for organisations to consider moving their older applications to Android?
Well, I would say very important. Traditionally, the industry has been used to command-based and very complex applications that were built upon Windows platform. Now, these applications are very hard to train for increase new or temporary workforce. Now, Android gives users the familiarity and the ease of use that would decrease the training times as well as the onboarding required by a new workforce to cope with their demand surges. On top of that, the various innovations in IoT as well as data capturing technologies can be easily incorporated in an Android platform as opposed to the legacy Windows environments.
When it comes to mobile computing devices in the logistics space, what do you look for as far as features and functionality?
Well, I think the most important factor is for a device to perform predictably and reliably over its investment period. And as such, warranty is my most important consideration. On top of that, we should also consider ergonomics within the supply chain. It's not a world where one device fits all. A picker, for example, would have a different use case from a delivery driver. And it is very important to field test the various devices to understand which offers the most ease of use for each different function. After all, ease of use equals to increased productivity.
Wee Boon, tell me a little bit about Schmidt Electronics.
Well, Schmidt Electronics offers supply chain-based solutions to our customers. We have a suite of solutions that caters to the end-to-end needs of our customers within the supply chain.